Hello, hi. I'm going to talk more about narcissism, the mental disease, very dangerous one that can be in many forms, and it can be only a little harder than normal threat on you, and it can be killing threat, and you can be killed of these narcissist people. And so I have got a threat from those narcissists now when I are recording episode, and I have very much people on other platform than I'm recording for SoundCloud, but I have three big platforms that spread my podcast, and I have seen I have never had so many listeners like I have now when it's come about narcissism. And so I understand that it's very important for people to understand what's going on. And I tell you that I had already from the start problem with my son, and I was going through this normal process when a child is mental sick, and that's why I started to educate me, and it's very important. It's already a spirit that comes through when I say that, to educate yourself. It's very important, and not educate from so-called friends, people around you. You should educate you on your own. And I have working on the internet since 1994, and I know today to search for where the information is coming from, because today is it more than ever coming out agendas that is not for your best interest. It's much lies going on. So you need, first of all, when you look at the website, is to look where it's coming from, the source, and that is to look at the URL, the address on that article you read, and go back in the link to see, because the root is there from the beginning, and you delete those what it says in the address, and you take it to the root, and then you it's almost in every website it is about, it says about, and there you can read where they are coming from, what is if it's a political, interest, and you will see where they stand in political way, or if it's from religions, where the religion is coming from. And if you don't know the religion, you need to look at it, what they stand for, what is their agenda and messages to people. So that's one thing that you need to do to be sure, to see who is it that write these things on the internet. And I can tell her that it's a psychopathic or narcissism most of the time in the political system, and those that is in the top of the society. You should not think like all those people, they are clean. They are for the good things. That they are someone that you should be like the same sort of person like that person, because you don't know how many corpses, many dead bodies, many hit they have done to come to the top of the society. So those is not real leaders. The leader is yourself, to understand what's going on in the society and not trust what you watch on television, what you hear from people, what you read, and what your church leader are saying or political leader are saying, because they have their own agenda into this. That's why they come to the top, because they are hard. It's not about Putin to be extremely hard until mentally sick, because many are mentally sick in that way we see it. So it's to be very careful today, because the devil is very on his run, because he knows that the time slipping away, it's soon end of time. And he knows that because he have always been like a spy on what God and heaven and God's people are doing. So he knows, and he do it in many ways, not only religions, but in a political system and how they built up their society today, and those things. And then they targeting, it's why I talk like I do, it's the spirit that have touched me. Because that this was not what I was thinking I should talk about. But it's the spirit is saying that you should not look at TikTok as a bad weapon, because there is many weapons in the society. And the way to target TikTok or other things that the political system say it's not good for you, that is only to take away your attention to what is going on, the real going on, the change in the society. So, and they are turning into media and talk to them about it, and maybe pay them for to write about it. But you should take away those distraction for what is going on today in the society. And that's what the Spirit are saying. So I hope I can talk more about narcissism now. And it's coming to be more and more angry people. And it started first with my family tree. And I get very much people angry. And so I wanted to hold it open for people to find their connection in relatives' connection, family trees connection. But I can't do that because it's very much evil people. And they say they are from my family tree, that we are connected. And it can be true, and it can be something they say only. But as I know now about my family tree, is that it have going on very much evil things in the history that I have. Of course, it's not 100%, but people have not understood what's going on, and I'm related to those that kill, and they were church people, and they kill also. I have in my family tree, is it very much leaders of the society, and I can tell how much bad things they have done, many of them. So it's and now I get these people that don't want it to be seen where they're coming from. They want to have a family tree that is very good in 100 years, and those in the more past, they go angry at it. They don't want to see what bad people have been in the family tree. So that I got, and I get sometimes it's coming angry, evil people because of what I am saying here in my podcast. And that is that I stir up, I wake up those devils that have been sleeping because I have not targeted them. So I have decided me to target the narcissism, and I'm going to go more deep into those mentally sickness that can affect our world that we have today. And as my son was mental sick, and I was going to the mentally clinics for children and ask them to help me, and they didn't understood what's going on. And I think it was very strange. Once a psychology, a woman, she asked my son, if it's a fire in your house, and what are you going to help to bring out from the fire in the house? And that's your mother. And then I was not together with his father, but they say your mother, your father, and your little sister. I have given birth to my daughter. And my son was saying that he should take care of himself and run out from the house that was burning. That was one sign, and you maybe can ask the same question if you will see what's going on in the brain of a child to an adult people, and say that if your house is burning and there is people in the burning house, and what are you going to do about it, and see what answer you get from it. And it's showing very, very clearly that he was not thinking at all about that we other people was killed of the fire, and he could have taking us out from the house, but he was only thinking on his own, his self, and that it was not. My son was not a child; he was about 12 years old when they asked him, and so it was not a question for a little child, and so it was impossible to have him in the home, so he have a foster care because of his mental sickness, and then he was this bad person, but in the way he's scared about the world, everything. And when he was a child, he never say anything. There come people to us, and we sit and talk, and they ask my son things, and he almost didn't say anything. He looked so very polite, and he shake hand and bow his head. Welcome, good night. This is Henrik, his name, and my son have not my sure name, so it's not about that you can look him up because you don't know his sure name, and it's not my sure name. He didn't want to have that sure name, so he had his what he was born in, and so today I'm going to talk about. Yeah, I have not finished what I say about my son, that he had knives in his bed. He was in a foster home, but he come and was with us some weekends, and sleeping in our home. But when I saw that, when I cleaned the room he was laying in, he have matches and a knife in his bed. And after that, I couldn't sleep when he was in our home, because he could put a fire in the house. And he did that in his friends' houses. He had friends, but that was also either mental sick or they were not developed well in the brain. He have those that was under him, and that's is very important for narcissist people. They can't have anyone that make decisions for them. If you make a decision for them, it's never okay. They are going to say something else and take away that, and they can go angry at you and do something to harm you in a mental or the body way, because they have to be in the top. And so I'm going to talk about to be spy for the narcissism. Those narcissist people, they make friends on their own way to do it, that they want to have the control over them. It doesn't maybe not look like that in the beginning, because they are very nice to these people that they want to bring into their net. They are like a spider. They have a net of people that is already, a spider, he take or she take their prey, and they make them maybe be paralyzed but not killed, but they can't come out from the net. And when the spider are hungry, then it go and eat up, suck out what's inside the body of the fly, for example. So they don't kill, but they hold it in the net. And if you have watched what's going on, some are very strong in the spider net and can go away from it, but most of them are in the net and will never come out alive. And that's what the Narcissism are. And they collect people, but only people that they have in their net. And they can be very nice because they can give you gifts. They can give you money. They can give you their belongings and this for first step to bring you into the net. And like I have been this, that I feel so thankful, so I can't come loose from their net, because I feel like I have to give them something. They give to me, but I have been raised in my family that if someone is giving you something, then you need to pay back in some way. It doesn't need to be in belongings. It can be something you should do for them. So pay off that in that way. But they don't say it, but because they feel it, that you are uncomfort to have got those things from them. So you need to pay them back in some way. She is so kindly, he is so kindly to me, so I need to do something for this person. And So that's how they built up their net. And it's very hard because in that same time, the Nazis have already started to ask you about your life. And they are so kindly, and you think they are your friend forever. So you tell them secrets. And that's a way to bring over you more net, to hold you there in the network. And I have followed this, my son's, the woman that gave me 2 grandkids, and she is very narcissism, and I know she have coming, and this is for you, a spirit touching me now also, that is important for you to know, that they can come in another name and have another picture of them, and be your Facebook friends or Twitter or what social media you use. And they can even write you emails with another name. So in that way they can spy on you. And I know my grandkids' mother, I have never met her because she have never wanted to meet me. She don't want to face the one that she is going to threat, and I am like anonymous for her. She only know what's going on, what I write, and I am not afraid of her. She is maybe listen at this podcast, and it doesn't matter for me. I'm not afraid of you. I am away from you. You say that I talking to this Narcissist woman that have give birth to my grandkids, that I'm not afraid of you because I have taken away all connection to all the people that you have taken away from me, that you have. I don't care anymore about the grandkids because you have destroyed them, and they are also going to be narcissists like you. You were born like that. And the most scaring is that you belong to my family tree. You are born in that area where I have the most of my family tree people in the closest time, in the around inside the 100 years, and so you in that way you know us in that way because you are of the same DNA. So it's my grandkids is very close to me in their DNA, but you can't take them away from me because even if you kill them, I have given birth to them. So that's the only thing you can't take away. You can't take away that they were born from me. My son was born from me, and then he got 2 kids, and that you can't take that away. And so now it's someone here that thinking, and you that listen, that but if they adopt away, but I still have given birth to them. It have nothing with to adopt a person, because the adopted child is a part of you forever. You can't take that away with adoption. It doesn't matter if they got a new mother or a new father in their life. They are still born of you. It's someone, a spirit is on me very much, and he tell me that someone that listen, you be a relief of it, that you still are those children, mother or father. It doesn't matter what's going on. You have given birth to children. You have put your sperm into a woman, and it's bring children. So in that way, you always be a father. You always be a mother. Someone say thank you. I heard it in the spirit. This about to be a spy for this Nazism, and they make you be a spy, and they make you hate the one that the narcissist want to target. In my thinking about narcissism, it's not that they hate, but they want something of control over you. And then also is it about fear. And that is very much touch on me now, because this is very important, that in the Bible or in other books that come from heaven, you shall not fear. Fear not. It says in the scriptures. And that is the damage that is going on in the narcissism people is fear. They are fear for you of some you don't know. Like for me, my grandkids' mother, I have never met her because she have avoided to meet me in person. So she don't know me. I have write many things in the media, in social media, and done many videos, but it's more complex than to hear a person or read a person. There is not something that we hide, but that is something that we maybe think is not important to tell you about. So there is many things that is in secret, that even if we are very open people, we have some that you can't come and get to know. So you don't know me. You only know the person in social media, That's what you know, because you have never met me. And in the way to help people, I am not here. I am not like Jesus was saying that he was there for the sick people. I am not here for the sick people in a mental way, the sick people. I am here for you that to defend you from sick people. I'm here for you that have this going on in your life. That is good. You are a good person, but you have so much trash around you that want to kill you in all ways. That's for you I do this podcast. I don't do that for Narcissism people, because they have always a defend. They can't say or do something wrong. They are the king and queen over the whole world. And that's you can never put them down from that. What you can do is to run away from them. And it doesn't help to move to another city if you still have connection with them on the internet. That's how they can pull you in the spider net again. When the spider feel it's shaking, the net is shaking, then he run to that place where it's coming from. And it can be that it's have coming a very big fly, and it's on its way to come loose from the network. Then the spider run very fast to it and put on more, put inside their poison to make it paralyzed or killed, and then put around it the net, a new fresh net again. And that's what the Nazis do. If they feel like you are on your way away from them, they are very quick to try to get you into the net again. And so what you must do to be rid of these Narcissist people is to cut off everything from them. And that I had to face, that I needed to do with my grandkids. I was calling the police, talking to the police. I was talking to the social service about the kids. And I was on the political system. And here in Sweden we got a new law that is about what the it's a United Nations. What's UN law that about how people should have in their life. That they were, one is that all children should have connection with their past and what they're coming from, and that I was hoping for that to change everything, that my grandkids they should have a connection with me, because they need to know where they're coming from, but that they ignore it. So I couldn't do anything. I I tried to get help from the society. And then the society didn't want to help me. So I turned to heaven about it, and it come loose a little, but then it's go back again to bad things about my grandkids. So not heaven could help me, and not the society could help me to could have my grandkids, to could talk to them and be with them. I was not allowed that from that woman, their mother, and she had my son in her net. Even if my son was not good, she is worse than my son, because she is the one that can kill. She can drive a car out in the water and walk away from it and let the kids inside the car drown. That have happened in other places in this world, but not here. But she is that kind of the worst narcissism you can have, that can kill their own children. They kill their husband. They go to the hospital and feed the kids with poison, and the doctor don't understand why do the kids not be okay again? Why does they go worse? And they don't understand that is their mother, and mostly mother, but it can be the father also, that they give them poison and they be killed, even if they are in the hospital. So that is the worst of narcissism. And it's very much spirit on me now, and I know what they want me to do. They want me to do a prayer over all of you that struggle with narcissism, people, and this is not the end of it. I will do many chapters about narcissism, so you understand what's going on in your life, to could come out from this net that will kill you and maybe kill those people around you. Because sometimes they don't go for you, they go for those that is around that you love, to hurt you. So it's very important that I do more chapter about it. But what the spirits around me here, and they are here to be in the prayer, is for you that have this struggle, that you that live with narcissism, parent, is for you all that need this. It's a dear heaven, dear God that is in heaven. You know how we struggle here on earth about this, with the evil things going on very much today. And you know it from the beginning that it's going to be this, the most worst of all generation and time before is going to, I hope it's going to be clean up. I rely on you that you will clean up this planet. I hear you saying you pull out people from this planet. If it's going not to be clean, this planet, you will pull it away from this planet, the good people. And they should not be scared about it, because it's a better place they are going to. And we need all these four corners, spirits that come and to protect the whole planet. The four corner is the whole world, and we need you to stand in all those four corners. I see it that you place more than one guardian angels in those corners, because it was not enough. It's so strong going on today. It's a little strange prayer, because they are talking to me from heaven, and they tell you that is not to take it easily, what you watch on television or hear from radio from people, and all this kind of source to bring into your mind evil things. And if you place evil things inside your brain, that also going to be poisoning your brain. You have to stop watch these things, because of most of it is because people talking about it, and then you want to be in this group of people. If you feel like you need to be in a group, then you have to start to find yourself to stay away from the group pressure that you have in your life, that make you watch these bad things, listen to bad things. You have to clean it up. You can't be in both worlds. You can't be a child of God and be in the world and be of the world. You can't be that. You have to. It may be not so easy to take away everything, but you can take, like a spider that want to move to another place. The spider is take away the net that's glowing into him, is touch in his body, in the back of his body there. He do the net. He take away piece by piece. That you maybe have seen on the films. They have done that, and so you need to do like the spider, that you take away the net, and piece by piece. God is not thinking that you should do it immediately, because that's easy to go back again to where you were. You need to maybe take away one piece of these evil things, and then live your life without it for some weeks, and then you can take one part away again one more part. That's how you do, step by step. Take it away. And not do it immediately, because that's very quick things. It can be of the devil that make you, I want you to do that, because he or she know it very well that if you take it too fast, you bring it back again. It have with everything, that with your eating also to do. You go away from it step by step to success. And we are seeking this cleanness into our life to help us clean us and to clean what's around us and clean what is in our city, clean what in our country, and clean up what's going on in the world, because we can't clean more than step by step, and the first to clean up is ourself, and then we clean up those people that is around us, our family, and then clean up more and more, like it's have been said sometimes from this podcast, that you it's the opposite. I have said that to help yourself first to be clean, and then you help your family, because if you are not clean, you can't help your family either. Then it's easy that you got a stumbling stone. You fall because you are not stable in the cleaning of yourself. That you need to do first of all. That's what those church leaders, they have not cleaned up their own family. If they have cleaned up themselves, and it's seldom they have done, and then they should go to their family members. And I know in many cases that it's very criminal people, they give birth to those church leaders, and they should have cleaned up them first. But they want the money, so they go for the whole city from step one. They don't even have clean up themselves when they start to hold the church. So people have find out that the church leader is not good, but they accept them anyway and let them feel them with poison, with false things. And the only thing the church leader or the preacher want is your attention and want your money. And that's what's going on. And their family run wild because they got very much money from the people that listen at them. And then their children got those money. But the church leader doesn't take care of their kids mentally. Not literally, but mentally issues they have when they go out from their home and find other people to be with. And the devil is there, very close. I see, it's a picture I get about the devil standing just in the end of the stairs when they're coming out from the home, and they walk down in the stairs, and there they be catch of the devil. That's what those spirit that is here showing me. It's not many parents today that know what their kids are doing. That's what they're talking about when they talk about the stairs. As soon the kids start to walk in those stairs on their own and not have a helping hand, they are going into many times the net of the spider. And the spy that I was talking about is the spy that they can make people in their net to spy for them, and to tell the secret of other people so they can target them with evil things. So coming in and out of those spirits in my body. But I'm going to end now, because I had one that wrote me on YouTube channel, and she was saying, I was not listen at your whole chapter. I come to that place where you're talking about health issues, and then she say, I didn't listen at the whole 1 hour, and of course you have not listened at any of those chapter more than that part. And then she say that it was about diabetes, and that it's like it's about that you eat fat food, you eat wrong things, that's why you got diabetes. It was very much negative things, and she didn't know me, and she judged, and I say to her that is up to my doctor. I can't go before my doctor. I need to have wait for the doctor to tell me what I should do. I don't do on my own things that have with medicine to do. I told her, and then, like Narcissist that she was, that she say that to me, that if you not listen and you waiting for your doctor, that the devil is coming and get you, and you going into the devil's den, like that she wrote. So she told me in that way. She say about the devil that she was Nazis. She was angry because I talk against her in that way. She felt it like that. And she didn't know that I am not in the United States, and or in other countries. I am in Sweden, and it's different with the doctors, because we have almost free doctors. We don't have insurance for the doctors. We don't have anything for the health. We got it for free here in our country. So it's so different from where she was. I am not sure, but it sounded like she was from United States. And there is so different from the health system. You know that I have lived in United States in 6 years, and I was going to the doctor there because of my high blood pressure. And so I have been in this health system in the United States, and I know that it's not the same thing as here in Sweden. I have a doctor, and I don't need to pay for to go to my doctor. I could go every day if I wanted to do that, if I have that interest, and not need to pay anything. And I don't need, now it's about 200, like 200 US dollar to pay for the medicine. But if the medicine cost more, then it's free. We pay $200 per year for the medicine, and then is it more expensive, then we don't pay anything for it. So it's so different from many other countries. So you should know that how we have our health system. So thank you for listening, and God bless you. And the prayer I did, even if it was very much that the Spirit come through also, but that was a prayer. But you should not copy it, but you should use your own word for it. But that is a pattern to follow, to ask heaven for help for the four corners also, and not let anything put you into the net, and you pray for to get help to go out from this group thinking, that you can have your own brain and not what others are saying to you. So thank you.